So if you clicked on this video, it's because you just finished doing your ukulele practice fretboard. It is time now to flip over to the back of this paper with the head label at the left. Flip it to the back. Mark the left side again as head with capital letters H-E-A-D. I'm pretty sure you know how to spell head, but I'm making sure that both of us are understanding. Again, this is your cardstock paper at a vertical measurement of 1.5 inches and 8.5 inches length. But since the frets are much wider on a guitar, we're going to measure the markings on the bottom of this fretboard that we created here for every 1.5 inches. We're going to make a mark every 1.5 inches. So our first mark's going to be at the 1.5 inch mark. Next one shall be at 3 inches. Make another mark at 4.5 inches. Another one at 6, and lastly at 7.5. So you should have 5 marks total along the bottom of your guitar fretboard. Again, do not spin the paper. Only move the ruler up to the top edge and do the same thing for the same exact measurements. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, and 7.5. So now 5 on the bottom, 5 on the top, 10 total. Take your ruler as a guide and a straight edge, connect the top and bottom marks to make the fret bars on the guitar fretboard. You're going to have a total of 5.5 frets, so 5 spaces, if you will, and a half at the very end, a very small fret, part of a fret at the very end of your fretboard over on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Now, here comes the tricky part. Guitars have 6 strings, okay? So we have to eyeball 6 separate marks for our strings at the top where it's labeled head, all right? Start with your top left-hand mark at the edge, top right-hand mark at the edge, and then you have to add 4 more in the middle that you can space out evenly as best you can. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's kind of even. I'm kind of eyeballed this. I didn't use a ruler to mark it, so again, it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, take your ruler as a straight edge, and you're going to mark now, as best you can, 6 straight lines for our 6 strings on the guitar. Again, try to get them as even as possible. They don't have to be perfect. This is just for a reference. This is not making an instrument. This is making a practice at home. Or going to start your practicing at home. Just like that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strings, 5.5 frets. Turn it vertically again. We got to label the tuning of the 6 strings on the guitar. Okay. So now from left to right, same concept. You will see a guitar chart, chord chart. You will see that it's vertical with the head at the top and the 6 strings labeled from left to right, and then vertical. Going horizontal here with the bars would be the fret bars in the chart. So now I have to label our strings to make sure that we know and understand where these tuning of the strings should be on the guitar fretboard and the chord chart when you look at it. Starts out with E at the beginning, A, D, G, B, and E at the very end. So that concludes this video. And before we're actually done, if you want to add on the guide dots that are usually on the guitars when you purchase them or when you practice on them, they have a mark or a circle to give you a relative understanding without having to count. This is the 3rd fret, 1, 2, 3. Just draw a circle on the 3rd fret and the 5th fret, 4, 5. So when you look at it, you understand without having to count where the reference point is for the 3rd and 5th fret. You can do this on the back of where the ukulele is of this, and you can mark a circle on the 1, 2, 3, 4th, 5th fret as well. And that's where they have it usually on the ukuleles. And that concludes, for real, our video this time on the ukulele and guitar fretboards. Hope you enjoy. Practice hard.